Bonjour, welcome to Miss Lucy's Classic Cajun Culture Cooking. I'm your host, Miss Lucy, and this is my co-host and granddaughter, Lucy. And today we're having a good time because we are actually playing with the pigs. And we'll be having an exciting meal after we get through playing with these little piglets, huh, Lucy? Yes, so don't go away, Shy.
We'll be right back.
The Louisiana Seafood Marketing Board is a proud sponsor of Lucy's Classic Cajun Culture and Cooking Show. The Bayou State enjoys an outstanding culinary tradition. At the center of that tradition is seafood. And no wonder, Louisiana is one of the nation's leading seafood suppliers. And the Louisiana Department of Economic Development. Whether it's crawfish processing or meat packing, Louisiana is the business location for food processing, with infrastructure, site selection assistance, and workforce training. Louisiana, the shape of food technology.
What makes Louisiana so special? Our beautiful bayous and grand plantation homes surrounded by old oak trees. Our music and joie de vivre. Our unique way of cooking the bounty we harvest from the land and the water. It's our communities, our businesses, our people. That's why I love Louisiana and why I want to share my precious Cajun heritage with you.
Glad you could join me in my kitchen today. Lucy and I will be cooking your delicious pork dinner, which will have fried pork chops, Lucy. Of course, that's your mama's favorite. So we're going to enjoy cooking that, and we'll eat some for her since she's not with us today. And later on, we'll be sharing with you an old Cajun tradition, the Cochon de Lait. What a reception we had at Mr. Angelo's. But let's start cooking, Lucy. You know, you can help me with all this. If you just take my seasoned pork chops, I've already seasoned them with salt and pepper and a little Louisiana red hot sauce. And you know how to do this, so carry on, girl. Yes, you're gonna dip them in. Go ahead, you tell me what you're doing.
And I'm gonna put the powder on it.
That's flour, right? That was egg mixture. And you're gonna cover that real good, right? You coat it real well. Now, you know what? Mama's gonna have to take over and, I'm gonna have to take the, oops, that's okay. Oh, you must be a good cook. You're a messy cook. Let me go ahead and put that in our grease because we gotta start frying these. Oh, we got some hungry people waiting for this today. Yeah, look at that. Boy, you do such a good job. My gosh, how long have you been doing this? How many years?
10.
10 years. And how old are you?
8.
Good. Well, you are a quick learner, I must say. Look at that, how beautifully coated so well. See this? Yeah, that's what's necessary. Very good. Continue. Yep, one more. One more. We want to be sure we got enough fried pork chops today, right? Because I know you like that too, not just your mama. And I know somebody else who likes it.
Who?
Mama. And Miss Donna likes it too. But we
Everybody likes it.
Everybody likes pork chops, huh? Yes, pork's so good. We're gonna let this fry, okay? And then, in a bit, we'll come back and we're gonna flip. Once it browns real good, you know, we're gonna flip it over, all right? Okay, now let's step down from your little stool, sweetheart. All right, we're gonna need this. Very good. You're wiping your little hands? Boy, you're a clean cook. Now, this here is the screen, okay? It's a splatter screen. Well, we can't use that today because of the cameras. But I just wanted to share this with you because I love these things. I love gadgets of any kind. Huh, Lucy? My mom's got all kinds of gadgets.
I've never seen.
You haven't seen my cooking gadgets. Well, this one, you put it right over here, and it keeps the grease from splattering, and you don't have as big a mess. So I'm going to get you a little bitty one for when you cook in your little pots, okay? Very good. Now, what we're going to do here, you know you can't have pork chops or any kind of pork without sweet potatoes, right? So I've got my butter here that's melted. We're going to fry some sweet potatoes. These sweet potatoes, Lucy, have already been baked. And I've peeled them. You want to put one in there? Just be careful how you put it in there. Just be very, look, just like this, okay? Oh, you think it's going to splatter? Okay, yeah, just drop it in there. Right. Very good. Okay, let me slice one for you. Oh, you're such a helper. Just put it in the bottom there. Very good. All righty. Now, we're going to let these fry real good. Good. Can't have enough of sweet potatoes. This one's kind of soft. Let Mama put that one in, okay? Yeah. All right, I'll let you put this one in, the last one, okay? Now, some people just, they go ahead. Whoops, almost cooked it. Okay, that's all right. It's going to break. That's okay, doesn't matter. Hey, as long as it tastes good, doesn't matter what it looks like, right?
It sure smells good.
It smells good, doesn't it? Smells like, oh man, we're gonna have us a good meal today. We're gonna let that brown real good, and then we're gonna come back and take them out of the pot in a bit, and you can help me there, okay? Let's check our pork chops. Lord, look how, oh.
They're jumping.
Look, yeah, they're jumping. Here's another gadget, okay? Watch this. Automatic. Doing. Now, watch how Mama's gonna turn these over. See how they're browning? Yeah, you've seen me do this before. And you know what? This is just how Mama fries chicken too, huh? And you've helped me do that already. Look at that, how pretty. Man, that's frying real good. Okay. I'll shut my little... All right. Let's check our potatoes. And you see what happens here? These potatoes kind of brown, okay? Now, when you get a little bit taller, you'll be able to turn these over for me. You're almost as tall as I am, though, already. See, they're browning perfectly. See? Let me check them. I'm sorry. I'm just not letting you see all this here. Let me see if I can do it left-handed, okay? There you go. Like I said, you don't have to be too careful because it's okay if they break up. You see this? Watch. All right. Good job. All right, you see this? Now, perfect. Let me get a platter here. Now, you know what Mama's going to put on top of this? Some good sugar that we got at the sugarcane refinery.
Just like candy.
Just like candy, it's right. Yes. So, would you want to turn the fire off for me, please?
How?
See? Right here. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't show you how to do the stove yet. That's another lesson I'll have to give you, huh? Okay. I'll let you put some sugar on top of these because I know you can do that real easy. Just a minute. I'll get the sugar for you, okay? Very good. Now, oh man, these are going to be so tasty. Pretty Mama always had sweet potatoes when she had pork. And so we're going to keep up the family tradition. Oh, we're going to leave that there. Okay. Let's see. Now, how are you going to sprinkle that on there? With your hands, naturally. Sprinkle it over. Real pretty. Oh, my. And that just adds to it. Of course, the sweet potatoes are already sweet, naturally. But this adds to the flavor, doesn't it? There you go. Oh, Lucy, you just do that so well. My goodness. Yeah. What you like about sweet potatoes?
They taste sweet.
Hey, very good. Yeah, they're sweet. Let's go check our pork chops again, shall we? Thank you. All right. Now, you know what we forgot to do? We forgot to put an onion in there to keep our grease from burning.
That's what I was going to ask.
Well, yeah, why didn't you tell me? You usually keep me straight, Lucy. There you go. Just put another one there. Now, keep our grease from burning, right? There you go. You can put the whole thing in. Very good. Thank you. Say, boy, I tell you. Oh, now that's exactly what you need to have that pork chop look like. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. That's good.
They sure look good.
Oh, yeah. What you think they're going to taste like? Hand me the platter, and we're going to put them in the platter, okay? Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, let me see. Oh, they smell so good. Don't you wish they had smell-o-vision and taste-o-vision? You know, Lucy, that might be something you might want to invent. What you think? That's okay. All right. What are you going to be when you grow up, Lucy?
I don't know.
You don't know? You haven't decided yet? No? Oh. Well, what do you think you'd like to be? You're so good at
I don't
everything.
know.
You going to be a chef?
No.
No. Gonna marry a man who knows how to cook, right? Aw,
Maybe.
look at this, how pretty. Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful. I bet they're going to taste good, too. Don't you think so? Right. All right, well, we're going to set them right next to our sweet potatoes. Did you have a fun time on the pork farm? Did you like those little piglets? Oh, weren't they precious?
Especially like the black one.
The little black one with all the white ones, and you like the black one. He was a little nosy pig, wasn't he? Yeah, but we're going to look at him in a minute. You get to see him again. Right. We'll give everybody some highlights of that adventure. You liked to play with them in the pig pen, didn't you? Oh, well, we'll see about it. So, well, okay. Lucy, we're through cooking for now. Let's see what our petit cochons are doing on the hog farm that we visited, what we've been talking about.
This is a pig's eye view of Angelo Piazza's hog farm in Cedar Point, Louisiana. These are gorgeous white chesters which Angelo raises and cares for himself. Nothing but the best of care. That's what I call pigging out. There's always fresh feed and water available in sheltered stalls with cement floors that are cleaned daily along with the pigs. Raising these hogs is Angelo's hobby. I just had to cuddle this 3-day-old piglet. Lucy is also enjoying her visit to the pig farm, but the piglets don't know what to make of her being in their stalls. This little black one is the smallest, but the most inquisitive. These piglets feel safer next to Mama, and her expression tells us not to get any closer, but that's okay, because we've got other things to check out.
Angelo, it's such a pleasure to be here today with you. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. This has been an experience, but I want you to tell me a little bit about this beautiful feast and this hog farm that you have here. You raise these hogs yourself, and how old are these pigs that we're roasting right now?
Lucy, these pigs are probably about 12 or 18 weeks at the oldest. They call them roast pigs.
Cochon de Lait. They're milk hogs.
They off the mama and
Yes.
onto what the high protein feed,
Right.
like corn and soybean meal.
And actually, you've been raising these hogs for how many years now?
Well, my daddy was a butcher and a cook, and so I've been around hogs and cattle
Since
all
you were
my
a
life.
little bitty kid, right? Well, it's wonderful. And this year, you're going to be the chairman of the Cochon de Lait in Mansoura.
Right.
So, man, it ought to really be good.
I want the people to know when they come to the new Cochon de Lait Festival, they're going to get a large plate.
I'm sure.
And everything's going to be cooked right on the scene. Mr. Nick Myers is going to be doing the dirty rice, and people's going to really enjoy it.
Honey, you're making me hungry. Allons manger.
Allons manger, let's go. Thank you.
Now let's check out the menu for this Cochon de Lait. What a pot of rice dressing, sometimes referred to as dirty rice. And now it's ready to be carved. Save that apple for me. That's the delicious grilled beef brisket. And the carvers make haste while we all wait to partake. Lots of friends and plenty of delicious food. Rice dressing, baked sweet potatoes using Angelo's grandmother's recipe, coleslaw, and the most moist, delicious pork a la Angelo. What a feast! That crisp pork skin is my favorite. Here comes Mischief. What a wonderful visit at Angelo's hog farm.
Oh, say, hey, I'm a ham in more ways than one. That was the most wonderful Cochon de Lait, and I really have to thank Mr. and Mrs. Piazza, Pat and Mr. Angelo, for their warm hospitality. It was unbelievable. And all that food was simply delicious, huh, Lucy? You ate a lot of it that day, and I did too. Of course, we've got other delicious things to cook here today. So, Lucy, are you going to help me with this macaroni salad and then our blackberry pie?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. All right. Well, let me show you what I've already done. I've got some mixture, okay? Because actually, you can't mix this too quickly. Because the longer it sets, the better it tastes. That overnight gives it such a good flavor. Because them onions that I've got right here, that really gives it a good flavor. And the shrimp. But let me show you how to grate some onions. Of course, you have this little baby grater. but it's very sharp, so I don't think you ought to use it today. Let Mama show you. Just do it this way.
If I did, I'd probably cut myself.
Yes, that's all right. Mama cuts herself too sometimes, I tell you. We're gonna be real careful today. Okay, then you've got the big holes. If you want to have, larger ones, that's okay. But I like the real fine. So I grated it real fine. You see that? All that juice goes in there. Ooh, it's so good. I'll leave that here. Now, see, Mama's gonna mix that in there because it's gonna.
Stir?
Well, sure. Try. Because you know what? I've got some other things to put in there. I've got salt.
It's hard to stir.
Yeah, but you know what's gonna make it easier? When we add some more mayonnaise to that, or mayonnaise, like Mama wants to say all the time. And we put on pepper. See how pretty that's gonna be? Wow. Now, what's this, Lucy?
Shrimp.
Shrimp. Gosh, look at these little baby shrimps. That's what I call them, baby shrimps. I think really these must not be Louisiana shrimp, because Louisiana shrimp are bigger than that, right? What Mama fries is bigger than that. We're gonna mix all that together. Smells good, doesn't it? You're doing a good job. That's all right. Man, that's hard to do. Let me add some more mayonnaise to that, okay? Very good. Very good. We're gonna add all the mayonnaise we got here, because that makes it even more smooth. Oh, okay. Now, all right, well, while you're stirring that, I'm gonna just show you exactly what I put in there as far as noodles was concerned. Look at these gorgeous little seashell noodles. You see that? Isn't that beautiful? They're precious. They're tiny. I thought maybe you might enjoy eating them today. Since they're special. Yes, and when you boil them, they get a little bit larger. They get actually this size, which they swell up, And you boil this for about 7 minutes. Cut your fire off, drain them, run cold water on them, and throw them in the bowl. You want me to finish that up for you and put it on? Okay, you did a good job. I'm telling you, this is hard to do because this is very heavy. Yes. Yeah, well, we've got our salad mix, though, Lucy. We're ready to go to our pot.
On that.
Oh, that's okay. Throw it back in. We don't want to waste anything. Mama's cabinet's clean. That's all right. All right. Let's walk over, and we're going to go, and we're going to do our pie, because I promised you blackberry pie today. Step up on your little stool, okay? Come stand up here by Mama so I can really get close to you. Really. Now, first of all, you got to have blackberries, Lucy. Did you ever pick blackberries?
All the time.
I know it. On the farm, we got blackberries all over, and Lucy goes blackberry picking. But that doesn't mean Mama Lucy goes blackberry, because why?
The thorns.
The thorns and the...
Snake.
Correct. Because I'm scared of thorns and snakes. So actually, Augusta picks a lot of our blackberries to make blackberry jelly. What you think about Augusta's blackberry jelly?
It tastes good.
Yeah, right. It's delicious. Let's throw those blackberries in here, because I think you might have even picked those, Lucy. Let's just go ahead and throw the whole thing in at one time.
With my hands?
No, with the bowl. But it's okay to use your hands sometimes, but it might leave them a little purple. Just go ahead, because you know how I can tell when you've been eating blackberries?
My teeth.
Your teeth get black. Yes.
Stir them in here.
Yeah, Just throw them in there. Right. There you go. All right. This is Mama's special blackberry pie. Yeah, just 1 second. I'm going to start it off for you, because at first it's kind of hard to stir. All righty. Now, this is flour, Lucy, because you need some thickening in here, okay? So I'm going to add some flour to this. That's 3 tablespoons is what you really need to make it get thickened when you're cooking it. So that's going to... Want me to help you a little bit? This is tough, too. I'm giving you some tough jobs today, huh? But you know how to handle that spoon. You've been there before and done it, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Very good. Okay. But you know what? I bet if I wouldn't have put that flour on there, you'd be eating them blackberries. Matter of fact, you can even have a taste if you want to.
I'll sample it.
Yeah, go ahead and sample. Can I have one? Catch me one. Feed me one. Yeah. Give it to me. Woo, that is some good stuff. You know what? Maybe we better not put it in the pie. Let's just eat it bowl like that. No, Papa would be mad because he likes blackberry pie. Okay, now we've got it all mixed, real pretty. And Mama, add just a little bit more mix into this.
Can I have a taste of the juice?
Sure you can. Go ahead and taste it. That's all right. Okay. Now this is a pie shell, and you know Mama likes to cheat, huh? She goes to the store and buys these pie shells. But Mama knows how to make pie shells. You know, that's one of the next things Mama may have to teach you how to do. So let me go ahead. I'm going to pour this in here. Can you hold the bowl for me? Okay. Very good. Ooh, this is tough, Lucy. But you know what? This is going to make a lot of juice, and it's going to be wonderful. It'll be so delicious.
Can we make blackberry juice one day?
Yeah, we'll be able to make blackberry juice. And then what you're going to do with your juice?
Drink it.
You like blackberry juice. Well, you know, you make some blackberry jelly with blackberry juice, so maybe we can make some, you and I, one day. I'll show you how to do that. It's not very hard to do. Okay? Thank you. All right, now, oh, you want to eat this, don't you? You're a blackberry eater. Now, on top of this, of course, you got to have your 2 crusts on this. I always add a crust on top. I don't lattice it. When you lattice a pie, you put strips on there, okay? And then you put it up and down, okay? Now, let me show you how we're going to close this. Because see, if your juice runs out here, it's going to leak. Now, what you want to do is when you put this in the oven, you make sure you have foil, or probably a cookie sheet would be better to have underneath the pie. And why is that?
Because it'll leak.
Yes, exactly. Now, I just flip the edges underneath so it seals it and push with my fingers. Some people use forks, but, you know, Cajuns do this. You need to drink? You want a glass of water?
No.
No, okay. Well, we're soon going to indulge in this. So, all righty. Now, on top of this, of course, first, let me get rid of this here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cut some slits in here, because you see, you have to let the steam out of the pies, and it makes it look better, and it hides all these little creases that the pie's been. Now, I'm going to mix up sort of a glaze to put on top of it, which makes it so good. What I have here, Lucy, is some sugar. I'll let you glaze it, okay? Now, and I put just a dab of water in here and mix it up. See, like this? Okay, Lucy, just throw it the rest right on top, because you never can have too much glaze on a pie. Look how gorgeous this is going to be. We're going to stick it in the oven for about 45 minutes at 325, 350. What would you like? Now, I baked a pie last night. Pie or macaroni?
Both.
All right, good. That's my girl. All right. You know, you can have anything you want at Mama's house. I'm really enjoying one of Louisiana's beautiful cypress swamps, Bluebonnet Swamp in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And while I'm here enjoying this beautiful swamp, I want to share a letter with you from one of my viewers. This is from Kenosha, Wisconsin. Sandra Springer writes, "Dearest Miss Lucy, hello, dear. I'm ordering your cookbook, and hopefully soon I can whip up those Cajun dishes like you. Just watching and listening to you makes me feel warm inside, because you've got the personality that could charm a snake. Miss Lucy, I truly love you, and I would like to meet you personally. One other thing, Miss Lucy, I'm 47, soon to be 48, and can't cook a flavorful meal. Can you please send me a list of the proper seasonings for meats and vegetables that bring out the proper flavor? All my meals come out bland, even when I use seasonings. Miss Lucy, I desperately need your help. God bless. Love, Sandra." Well, Sandra, help's on the way, Sha. Thank you for this wonderful letter. And thank you for watching me today.
Y'en a des petites blondes, y'en a des petites bleues, y'en a cassé noir que le diable peut pas les voir, et ça me fait du mal.
Look us up on the World Wide Web at lpb.org.
The The Louisiana Seafood Marketing Board is a proud sponsor of Lucy's Classic Cajun Culture and Cooking show. The Bayou State enjoys an outstanding culinary tradition. At the center of that tradition is seafood. And no wonder, Louisiana is one of the nation's leading seafood suppliers. And the Louisiana Department of Economic Development. Whether it's crawfish processing or meat packing, Louisiana is the business location for food processing, with infrastructure, site selection assistance, and workforce training. Louisiana, the shape of food technology.